Motion denied. Oh, hello, Susan.
Hello, William.
How are you today?
Great. Thanks.
I got a push mower in the shed.
Yeah, give him one of those.
I think it's an antique.
Give him a
My
scythe.
brother made me use it.
Yes.
Tell him he can have a
Right
scythe.
on
Do
me.
you want to turn it off?
I couldn't
No,
show him.
please no.
Oh, please no. I turned the fan on.
I will.
You can feel it.
Nice and warm.
The fan is on auto, I put it on.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Thanks, Linda.
All right. I got so much crap.
Hank's mad. He's boycotting.
Pouting. He wants a lawnmower, tell him he has no, tell him he has no
He's
lawnmower
quick
for him.
enough.
You got the clip on up there. Right?
I want to be rich and skinny.
If
so
there was a chart of economic
everybody
distress
can't get what they want.
and how everybody wants more new things, it's inversely proportional.
Henry, Susie said you don't have any
You
money.
can't even afford boots.
You just told
I
Gal.
get yelled at whenever I get muddy boots in this building, so I
Yes.
I wonder who yells at you.
Is it a JB?
One more inch and his feet wouldn't even hit the ground.
He's got to get shorter pants. Will you get pants that fit?
They don't make them that short.
You got you, Linda?
You
Yeah, I
remember
got it.
Tim Conway when he did
Yes.
the Dorf on
I
golf?
love.
You can't watch Tim Conway.
I love Tim
On
Conway.
that show.
And
Oh,
Carol
he-
The,
Burnett.
that's
the
the
outtakes
best.
were the best.
Oh, the
The
best.
one with the,
How about the one with?
Harvey Korman, and he was being a dentist.
Yeah, the one with the Novocaine,
With the Novocaine, he's sticking it in his blue
and he's
bag.
stuck it in his head.
I think I have all the tapes.
There we
I
go.
have a big one of all the tapes.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the November 17th, 2020 regular Village Board meeting. If you please rise for the pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I motion we approve the minutes of the November 3rd, 2020 regular meeting.
I'll second that.
Yes.
Okay. Actually, Nancy, you can't
I can't
second
either.
that. Neither can Mary
I
Ann.
have to abstain.
For when?
I was not here.
You were election night, you were working.
I thought you said October.
No, November.
Oh,
Just for,
I'm
just,
sorry, I thought you
just
said
for
October
clarity.
20th.
All right, so number one on the list, we've got project updates. And I think we're gonna call Henry up to the podium.
Shoeless Joe Jackson.
That's. Do you have a box for him to stand on?
Jim Thorpe. What do you got for us, Henry?
All right, with Dean's Mill, we're pretty much buttoned up for the winter. There's one item that's going to go up is the fence around the area that has to go back up. And then all the stuff for inside the building, the air compressor is all on order now. So we'll be jumping back on that in the springtime, and also the screens to protect the intake. Main Street, I'm going to give you a big update on that. They charged the line tonight, chlorinating the line tonight, and they'll be doing the testing next couple of days on that. Saturday, for the residents and businesses. As of right now, tentatively, Saturday around 11 o'clock. It may change. We'll have the village crew there, JAT there. We're going to have to shut the water off anything east of the Ravena Firehouse. We'll be losing water. So that's east part of from Railroad Bridge, pretty much Railroad Bridge down in the village, and also all of the hamlet,
All the way to the river?
all the way down to the river. So I already, Jeff's making contact with Queens Fire Company. Jeff knows about it. I'll be making contact to the school. Just like we discussed earlier, we'll make letters for the businesses. And we'll try to keep everybody updated by Facebook village webpage, the mayor's page, and trustees' pages. Hoping that it's only gonna be down for 3 hours. We're gonna prep everything and be
Did you
only
mention
down.
anticipated time, Henry?
About 11 o'clock. Anticipated time is 11. We'll find out more tomorrow, and maybe we'll start posting a little information starting tomorrow, start letting people know. And then probably next week and the following week after that, they'll start hooking up the services for the people along that section of the new water line.
Can you ask Jeff and Gabby to do the sign out front and Jeff to put it on the firehouse
Oh, okay.
page as well? And let the town know?
Yep, town's on my list to also notify,
'Cause they
just
can-
because they may get phone calls onto it
Well,
or
then they can
whatever.
post it as well.
Everybody, yeah.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be
ready.
calling. You know, it's, hopefully, it's not gonna be any worse than our normal water breaks, but,
Offices are
we're
closed on
anticipating this be a major deal, so.
But then that's it, that'll dry up Main Street with the leaking valve.
Yes, then we'll correct the leaking valve that people have been calling about. That way we didn't affect with what's going on with JAT. We're trying to wait as long as possible so we can coincide with them to get that done. We met with the engineers Tuesday to start looking at the next phases. Be the main, water main coming off the water plant down to the village. The settling tank building, and also the water lines throughout the high service area that we talked about, making from the 4 and 6-inch mains to the 8-inch mains, making loops into them, so replacing all that area. So that's in the progress, so they'll be submitting that information to the EFC, and then hopefully we can start putting out bids. We're hoping to start putting out bids for some of this work starting in February. So we'll be jumping onto it as soon as we can. Stormwater project behind 158 Main Street has been complete for this year. There's only one small task that has to be done next year, and that's just the plantings in what they call the bioretention area, and also the signage will be done next year. And then that project, as of right now, come way under budget. It was about $120,000 when we got the grant for over $300,000. So, good news. We're looking at it as, and that our engineers are working on it to maybe go into the next project with the money that's left over from the EFC. But there's no guarantee with it. But we're working on that right now also. And all of that, and we're getting the trucks ready for winter for plowing and salting, and so.
What about if anybody sees you down behind St. Pat's?
St. Pat's, that's gonna be, that's a fill project throughout the winter, as long as we got good weather. We're doing drainage behind St. Pat's to tie into our Van Hoosen overflow. This is also for storm mitigation for flooding, so.
This would affect the houses on the more northern side,
Northern side, yep.
Clifford Street, North Clement, North Clement. Even as far up here into Magnolia and Van Buren, it's all that same creek.
Right.
So hopefully we get that retention, that underground retention, and should alleviate some of those conditions.
Also, I'm gonna be working throughout the winter, just to let you guys know. I mentioned it at a workshop and maybe at 1 or 2 meetings. We got some flooding issues going on at Van Buren and Pulver. Mayor got an email from somebody. So we gotta look at the easements and everything else, so we gotta update the drainage down through there. So we gotta put a brand-new pipe between Van Buren and Pulver at least, and then hopefully next year. So, because we're starting to have big issues. There's giant holes into the pipe. The pipe's collapsing, so we gotta do some major work right there. Just another job that's added on. And also, just let people know, we are out with the leaf machine. Usually we go until December 1st, but, you know, weather pending, we'll go a little bit further if need be or wherever, because it's much easier to go out with that leaf machine than it is with the bag, so. As long as it don't snow too much, we'll be still be out with the leaf machine.
Good.
Okay?
Thanks, Henry.
Yeah, okay.
All right, I would like to make a motion that we agree to enter in another retainer agreement with Viscone Law Firm to be the village attorney for a 2-year term.
I'll second that.
I say yes. Yes.
Yes? Abstain?
I abstain.
Okay. Very good. And I've got some regular communications. Building Department, October 2020. And just, when you go through them, a lot of times you can look at the informational calls and get a good gauge on what's happening. And they're high, they're 95 year-to-date, which, the real estate market's pretty jumping right now. There's a whole lot of reasons. A lot of people have been building decks and additions, and they're spending more time at home realizing they got stuff to do, so.
Yeah, a lot of home projects.
They've been pretty busy. And I have Henry's highway work report, which was a lot of the stuff that he said, but there was some blacktopping done, patching some holes, and a lot of it was just getting ready for winter. Prepping the trucks, all that fun stuff. We had a little bit of something today. It wasn't quite hail, wasn't quite snow, I don't know what it was, but.
A wintry mix, I think.
Is that what it is, a wintry mix?
That's what they said.
It looks like the stuff that was inside of those beanbag chairs.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was weird looking. All right.
You need the police, did you get this one? No?
Okay. We also have the police report from October from Chief Dan Catano. 1,659 calls for service. And looks like 39 traffic stops, 14 tickets issued.
Wow.
Well, I think that's all the fun stuff that we have.
We gotta make some transfers.
Oh, yes. I might have lost your transfers, Susan.
I got them.
You got them, Nancy? Go ahead and
I
do
got
that,
'em.
please.
Got 'em here. Well, the first one is, I'd like to make a motion to move a total of $11,505.34 from the water checking into the general fund checking. I'll second that.
Yes.
Yes.
The second are budget adjustments. I would make a motion to decrease the water fund line item F8389.4 by $751,100 and increase line item F8330.461 for the same exact amount for engineer services. And then we would like to create a line item F8389.1, Water System Improvements Personal Service, and increase it by $70,956.92. And then decrease line item F8389.4 by the same amount.
Sure, yes.
I'll second that.
Yeah, yeah.
And most of that is for payroll tracking for the project. And then she also has her all funds bank reconciliation for October.
All right. Okay,
Oh,
so.
Wait, do we have another one, Suze?
Let's see, we got that.
Okay,
Right, yeah, that was just the
okay.
grant stuff, right? See, I had that. Didn't lose that one. Okay, so, that's a good handle on everything. And what I have to do is be the bearer of bad news. We are going to have to cancel our Christmas festivities and parade this year that we normally do. Unfortunately, judging from the news and the memos that we get, and I do have a call in Dan McCoy's office. There's a spike happening, and I think it would be, no matter what your thoughts are on Corona, I think we'd be remiss to do anything that would put our residents in any potential danger. That's the last thing that we want to do. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's, we're just going to chalk it up to 2020 is like, needs to go away really fast, and hopefully things, we
Get
turn
better.
a corner here. But that's, as a consolation, there will be, the fire company's still going to be able to do Santa around the village, because it's not it's a more of a door-to-door thing. It doesn't induce the crowds. They're all going to be using the protocol, and that's December 11th and 12th. And you can follow the Village of Ravena's Fire Department Facebook page for that. So at least the kids get a little something a little bit of excitement. And, it just is what it is. And, I hope everybody can just understand where we're coming from. And we're still doing the decorating contest, if you want to throw some
So
info
we
out on
will
that.
still go around to judge the house decorations. We just won't do it as a group like we usually do. We all pile into one car. We would like you to have your houses decorated and lit on December 13th, which is the Sunday before our last December meeting. And we all will go around, but we'll be doing it separately, or possibly two in a car. So have your houses decorated and lit December 13th. Put everything out that you possibly can, and we will be awarding first, second, and third prizes at the Tuesday meeting following that Sunday. Are you done with like Christmas stuff, kind of? Okay, so we kind of were going to do this anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But because the parade's canceled, we decided to purchase a Santa mailbox. The girls in the office have decorated it, and we are going to install this in front of the Ravena Firehouse somewhere. I think there's an emergency call box that hasn't worked. That's going to come down. This may go in its place. And this box is for you to bring your letters to Santa. Drop them right in here. They will be picked up, and we're hoping that you will get a response. So please make sure you put your name and your address on your letter. This will be installed and ready to go December 5th. And the reason we're picking December 5th is because Santa's actually going to be receiving letters at the library from December 1st to the 4th. So when he's done with those letters, we're going to set this up, and he will continue on to receive these letters and anything you may want to tell him. So look for this box on the outside of the Ravena Firehouse at 116 Main Street, and drop your letters in.
When will Santa be picking those letters up?
Well, he'll be picking them up, I would imagine, a couple times during the week.
Or sending his elves.
Because we don't want anybody to put it in there after the date.
Pardon me?
Sending his elves to do it, probably. Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yes, Santa himself won't be picking them up, but his elves will be picking them up. And then I would say, what kind of deadline would we put before we need to have the box back?
15th.
The 15th? So from December 5th to the 15th, then the girls will need their box back because they're going to use that for something else.
All right, great.
Great.
You want to pay and audit some bills, Nancy?
Maybe.
Still doing math?
No.
No.
I make a motion that we approve abstract number 6-2-20 Voucher numbers 6-30 to 6-75 in the amount of $188,168.11.
Second.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Linda, you got anything for us tonight?
No, I do not have anything.
No?
No.
I do.
Yeah, what do you have?
Oh my, I'm so
I know,
excited.
I know.
The Blue Star Mothers, as we know, have not had a good year for fundraising so that they could send boxes out to the active military this Christmas. So the village has been collecting items, the town has been collecting items, and the middle school has been collecting items. Today, we picked up the first batch of items that were collected, which filled the car. We took that up to the Blue Star Moms so they can start getting packing going. And we'll still be doing it the month of November at the town, here at the village, and the middle school. I have to thank the resource officer, the sheriff at the middle school. He is a veteran, and he went around to each classroom at the middle school, letting them know how much these boxes mean if you're in the military serving overseas during the holidays. And it was just wonderful. So please keep them coming. There's a list on, I believe, our Facebook page. There's a list at the school, there's a list at the town, and everybody has been wonderful, and I have to thank everybody. So keep that up.
Excellent.
It's just wonderful this year, so that they're helping out.
Uh-oh.
You need to bring stuff here. We lost Billy under the table. And if the doors are locked, just give the girls a call. They'll come out and grab something for you.
Great, very good. Joe, you got anything tonight?
I do not.
Good?
Good.
All right. Well, if that's all, anybody? Yeah, good? All right. How about you, Bill?
Lively crowd.
Anything? You good?
That was good.
Sue, you good? All right. Well, I motion we adjourn.
Second.
Yes.
All right. Have a good night. Actually, have a happy Thanksgiving, right? We won't see you.
Oh, that's
Gobble,
right,
gobble.
yes.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Don't you dare buy a 12-pound turkey that serves more than 10.
Who is the letter from Santa Claus?
What?
That was from,
It's from Santa Claus. You answered your own question there.
Well, I mean, which Santa Claus was it?
There's only one Santa.
No, there's different Santa. In England, it's Father Christmas.
In Estonia, it's Yoloana.
What is the, I have a book with all the different Santa Clauses in it.
Just a reminder, next week we got those coming down on our workshop.
Do they plan on talking long?
No, they shouldn't. It's the presentation of how the grant program works.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, no, that could be good.
Yeah, great.
Now, I may be late
different year.
next Tuesday for the meeting, because I'm delivering turkey dinners. But I'm only delivering to 3 of our village people.
Where are you doing?